Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on what I believe to be a 2005 Yamaha TTR 90. This is the electric start version. So, give you a little bit of a backstory on this bike. I got it for free from a friend of mine. His son had started to tear it apart. He had pulled, this is a different motor, I'll get into that in a second. He had pulled the motor out and took the top end off and lost a bunch of the top end parts for it. And the problem with these TTR 90s is there's zero aftermarket support, and it's hard to find any parts even on eBay for it. So that's the story. So what I did was I purchased this motor off of eBay, and it's an electric start one. I'm not sure what year the actual motor is, probably around the same. So it was missing a bunch of nuts and bolts and random pieces. So we're missing this one down here for the foot pegs, which I'll get ordered up. And then down here, I don't know if that's the right nut for that rear, whatever you call it, rear axle. I have not started this. I purchased this engine like a year and a half ago, and I just shoved it in here, and I haven't had any time to get to it until now. So what we're going to do today is try to get it to start, see if it actually runs. I was told in the ad on eBay the motor ran, but it smoked, and it had the carburetor rebuilt. Came with a new set of rings and gaskets for the top end, which is good. Hopefully the cylinder isn't bad, because it's nearly impossible to find any parts for these. So I think they're pretty similar to the 110s. I've been on some forums trying to see if I could find out if you could swap a 110 into these, but I don't think you can. So go ahead and check the oil. I don't remember if I put oil in it or not. Basically just shoved this motor in here. See if maybe we can get the electric start to work too, so I don't have to kick this thing. It doesn't feel like it has much compression. A little bit, but not near enough. So we'll go ahead and put you up here on the tripod. I'll go ahead and move this closer so you can see. Yeah, and this, I guess I put the throttle cable on wrong. When you go that way, it wants to pull on it. Alright, we'll figure that out. I think it's supposed to come down and around. Or it's the wrong throttle cable. It's not locked up though, so that's a good sign. Let's go ahead and check this oil, see where we're at with that. Yeah, it's full on oil, it's nice and clean. Okay, see if it has any gas in it. There's a little bit. It's got a clear fuel line on it. Let's see if I can see any gas come through this pedcock. Choke. Yeah, there's no gas come through it. I'll do it to reserve. Yeah, no gas. All right, we'll get some gas in it real quick. Oops. It's leaking out the overflow. Probably gonna have to clean this carburetor. See if I can tap on it. We'll make the float seat. Yeah, that seemed to work. So let's see what she does. Let me grab the key for it. Okay, choke, gas, on run. Battery's dead, so the electric's starting to work. There we go. Started right up. It's a good sign. That feels like it's got stripped gears on the Kickstarter. Let's try no choke. And where's the battery on that little guy right there? Huh. Oh, the gas smells nasty. It's coming out of there. Petcock's leaking too. Let's hit it with a little starting fluid and see what it does. Definitely smokes. Man. Yeah, she smokes pretty good. Whew. Holy smokes. just want to get it running a little bit longer to see if the smoke clears up. I don't know if it from being shipped or something. I don't know. Choke on. All right, we're gonna pull the carburetor to clean it. Yeah, definitely needs a top end. I've never seen something smoke so bad. You have, comment down below. Need some fresh air for a second. Just smokes really, really bad. Yeah, there's like oil dripping just right out of the exhaust, right onto the ground. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's bad. Well, for fun, let's do a compression check on it. There's the plug. It's wet, doesn't look horrible. Let's see if I have a... Throttle wide open. Well, we're getting about 60, or not 60, excuse me, 50. All right, well, this came with a set of rings, so probably pull the top end and hone the cylinder, maybe put valve seals in it since we have it apart. I'll inspect the valves. It looks like it's leaking something from underneath. Probably just so much blow by. All right, well, we'll pull the top end apart. Get that nut and bolt ordered for that. Figure out if that's the right nut for that rear axle. Then we got to order a chain and sprocket, a new rear tube. Rear brake lever's missing, but that doesn't really matter. And then we'll slap it back together and see how it does.